Testing, first few seconds, get the nerves out, establish the plot, establish the through line, and just go through it. No recording for no more than 10 minutes. Alright gamers, howdy gamer. So this is just an off the cuff, out of the blue review of AFK Journey after playing for about a month. Let me just look here. The really good thing about this is that you can actually see how long you've been playing, because there's an event happening where as you play the game, it'll give you rewards, but it'll count the total number of logins. So right now it's been about 34 days, just over a month since the game came out, and initially I wanted to do a review of first impressions or whatever, but I didn't end up doing that. I did, however, for the first 3 days, take notes of all the things that I liked, and I just want to go through it really quick and see how a lot of these hold up and how I still feel about the game. The TLDR right now is that I like the game a lot and I'm going to keep playing the game, and I actually did spend a little bit of money on the game because the game makes it really easy and really compelling to spend money. So let's go with my likes and dislikes. First thing on the likes is that I like the equipment system. The equipment system is really fun. It's a very simple system that a lot of other gacha games don't really do. They kind of the game really simplifies it, because I guess the whole point of the game is that it's an AFK game, but every class has their own equipment system. You don't need to get equipment for every single class, for every single character you have equipped. Instead, you equip the class itself, and the equipment system itself is pretty interesting. This is my first time playing like one of these fully AFK games, but even this game isn't fully AFK. It does have really fun strategy elements to it, but the equipment system, compared to a lot of other gacha games, is really nice. I don't have to worry about managing the equipment of like 100 different goddamn characters every time I want to change a character for the sake of like just changing up my strategies. It's really nice. It's a really good equipment system that I feel like is pretty good and would be really good for like a lot of gacha games to just incorporate something like this, because switching characters is pretty annoying when you have to keep changing all the equipment, all the nuances, blah blah blah. The way leveling works is pretty fun too. You don't level up each individual character. It's all just whoever's the lowest hair is the lowest level hair is the level of all their characters. Really good system for a game with like a lot of characters, and I kind of wish that a lot more games had something like this that kind of respects the time. But also I think a lot of these systems here come down to one thing, is that it kind of sticks to the AFK aspect of respecting your time, in that the game doesn't ask you to like play for more than like an hour a day to get progress, and I think that's really good, especially for me as I get older, as I have more shit to do. It's a lot easier for me to play a game like this for like an hour a day, get some progress, then go do some other stuff. So the leveling system works towards that. The equipment system, the gacha system is really good. This is the next one on the list. The gacha system is probably the best gacha system I've ever seen in any gacha game. You literally just go to a wishlist here and you choose the characters you want. So you can choose 2 5-stars and you can choose 2 4-stars. There are no 3 stars. There are no 3-star equivalents, 2 1s. There's no trash units in this game. Every unit is something that's worthwhile in getting, and you literally just choose the one. You choose 4 from every single one of these races, these factions to get. And that is probably the best system that I've ever seen in a gacha game. That's like the most respectful thing, because it makes you feel like spending your money is worth it. And I've spent money and it feels worth it. I don't have to spend like $15,000 to get one unit that's really good. It takes about when a new character comes out right here, it takes 96,000 of these to fully stack them up and max them out. And I think that's fine. I don't really have a problem with that. But the fact that there's guarantees on getting a character, and then not only is it guaranteed to be a character you want from this faction list, like, I think that's just it. It's guaranteed to be a character that you want from this list here that you can pick. It's not just random. It's not just what the creators say. It's always going to be one of these guys, one of these characters that are featured, or a character here that you want, or in this banner, which guarantees one of 5 characters that you pick here after 30 rolls. This is probably the best goddamn thing ever. And in this here, you get it after like 400 rolls. You literally just pick one of these super strong characters, and you get them after, I think, 40 in total. The rates on this banner is like 5%, but this banner costs way more. It's really good. The art style, again, that's probably what drew me in to begin with. The art style is the best. It's fantastic. It's just visually appealing in every way. I love it. I absolutely love it. It stands out. It looks good. It looks amazing. I cannot imagine a better looking game. I really do love this. For it stands out amongst like a lot of the anime trashy kind of boring art. While looking good, it's like a really weird mix of like styles that I think looks amazing, and it's probably one of the best looking games out there just in general. Like, I'm willing to give it that. Also, what I have here is that it's just a simple game, but there's a lot of strategy to like the gameplay itself. You know, a lot of time there's not necessarily strategy to every part of it, but the gameplay itself is really fun. I do love that it has PvP. I do love that it has a lot of different modes that you can play that are actually really fun and engaging. I really do love the daily challenge of fighting a really strong monster and having a top leaderboard thing. Obviously, the whales are gonna be at the top of the leaderboard, but it's really fun to just log in everyday fights and like try to optimize your team for like one boss for that particular challenge. I think that's really fun. I think more games should have like PvP light elements like this. Even though this game is pay to win, even though it is a gacha game, it feels good to just have PvP. There's like direct PvP where you can put your team against another team. That's really good too. And honestly, it's pretty overall a lot of elements of the game. I want to go more into it, but I think I have to, you know, decide. I'm coming to the end of my time here. I kind of said it earlier, but spending money on the game feels really good. This is the only gacha game that I've played so far that feels like they took like a piece of advice that I've had, or an observation that I've had for a while, that gacha games don't make it enticing for the average human being with a budget, a life, a soul to spend. But this game, you can spend. There are monthly things that you can buy. I've already bought one that's just $5, but if you spend if you spend the extra 15 and 20 in total, you get like 70 pulls for $15. And then this one gives you what is it, 12,000, which is about 6 pulls in total. This plus like 3,000 here, which is another 10 pull. When I say 6, this is like 70 regular pulls, I believe. If my math is right, it may be wrong, but a pull is 300. This here, so that's shit. I can't do the math right now. Yeah, it's 40 pulls plus this one 50. That's kind of enough to get a really good pull. but more importantly, it's a lot of value. It feels, this value thing here is really true. It feels valuable spending your money on top of having this thing here, the growth bundle, 30 bucks. And once you get to this point here, you get a ton of rewards. I think that's really good. Not enough gacha games make it feel like spending a reasonable amount of money is worth it. And this game does. You spend this, you get like 2 5-star. It's a compounding of all the different elements of the game. Like the pulls being very friendly towards players. So when you actually want to spend money on the game, it feels worthwhile because the pulls aren't trying to like straight up rob you, you know? Like if you play Honkai Star Rail or Genshin Impact, the game just straight up feels like they're trying to rob you. And if you haven't been playing the game every day, doing your chores every day in those games, you're not gonna have enough pulls as a free-to-play player. And spending 20 bucks on one 10 pull feels like robbery. This game, you spend 30 bucks, you literally get 120 pulls. You spend 5 bucks, you get 40 pulls throughout the month. It feels worthwhile. Overall, oh, you can also see other players in the game. So the game sells cosmetics as well, so you can see other players. You can see what they do, how they look, their levels. This guy looks like a freak. He has no title, but he's been playing the game every day, I'm sure. Look, he's stronger than I am. So this man has been spending money. This man has straight up been spending money, spending a lot of time on the game. Oh, and also there are these bundles there that also make it really enticing to actually spend. $1 for 3 pulls on the regular banner. There are a lot of these sort of nickel and dime tactics to get you to spend money, which I don't actually mind. They're pretty good value for like me, alright? I don't have that much. I'm not trying to spend a ton of money on a game, so it feels like really good value. 3 pulls for $1. Then you get a bunch of extra stuff. You can spend another $1. I've only really done this once. I won't say that it's not worth it, but it kind of exacerbates the pay to win elements of the game. If you have the money, if you have the budget, you're just gonna be really strong. And I think that's fine. That's how they make their money. That's how the game works. That's how the gacha game works. But if you look here, I have a character that's really strong, but I haven't spent any. I spent like $7 on the game. I have this really strong character, from the majority of it being just pulls you get through the game. And my recommendation, if you're gonna play this game, is just pick a character. Pick Cessia. This is Cessia, probably the strongest character in the game as far as I've seen right now. She's probably the strongest character, so you definitely want to pull for her. And the fact that there are a lot of, this game is just really friendly towards the player in a lot of really good ways. You can literally go to the store here and just pick one of these characters, and just, if you get enough of the arena points, if you're playing arena, which is another PvP mode, you can just buy two of these 5 stars or S ranks or whatever they're called, and that's enough to level them up. That's enough to get enough duplicates to actually get significant power. The game is just really good at diversifying the ways that a player can get power without money, and I think that for a gacha game is really good. It's a really good sign. I hope the game remains popular. I hope the game stays popular, because I really do like it. But honestly, it had some major downsides. The gameplay does get a little bit stale, but there's a new season coming up. I'm hoping that it maybe spices it up a bit, but the game doesn't require so much of you that it isn't okay that it gets a little stale. The game isn't asking you to like log in every day and do a ton of chores. The game is basically asking, if you don't care about arena, if you don't care about guild stuff, if you don't care about necessarily getting a ton of power, The game isn't asking you to do much on the daily. Just log in, get your powers, level up your character, do a couple of the AFK quests, do a couple of the battle modes, fight a dude. It's just not, it's an AFK game. It's not asking you to do the most, and I think that's really good. I think the game is pretty good. You do need a lot of dupes. I will say you do need a lot of dupes of like these A rank characters, I believe they're called. You need a lot of dupes of them to get them to be really high, but you're gonna get a lot of them. All you gotta do is just play the game and it's gonna happen. Overall, let's see. There's a lot. The game does ask you to spend money a lot, which I think is fine. It's a gacha game. It's a free-to-play game. What am I gonna expect? But there is a huge slowdown in terms of progress as you play the game. There's a huge drop in progress. There's a huge power spike around level 50 in the game from like the enemies and everything, and it really does slow down to like a halt. What else? There's a limit on modes itself. You can only play modes a certain number of times per day, which isn't bad. Like, I think the whole point is that the game, you're not supposed to play this game for like 16 hours a day. The game is not asking you to play it for 16 hours a day. The game is not telling you to spend all your money. I think the game is basically gearing around someone who's willing to spend a bit of money. There's no other gacha game where I feel like you can spend $60 and feel like it's worthwhile, except this game at this point. And I think that is my takeaway. This game feels like it respects you, it respects your wallet, it respects that you're a human being who has other shit going on. It's not asking you to commit your whole life to it. It's not asking you to log in and play for like 2 hours doing chores that aren't worthwhile. You can literally log in, do your dailies, and almost get enough to buy a discounted single pull, which is effectively like 1 pull a day. But if you're trying to build up for like a really strong character or something, you probably don't want to do that. Either way, the game is really good. If you're gonna watch this video and you liked it and you liked my takes, I didn't show much gameplay, unfortunately. I was just yapping. Maybe I'll put some gameplay on top of this so you can see. But either way, the game is really fun. Probably one of the best gacha game launches that I feel like I've played for a while. I played Honkai Star Rail, and after like a month I got bored of it, so bored that I did not want to play anymore. Because there's just not many ways to use the characters. And anyway, this is the Honkai Star Rail video. This is a freaking AFK Journey video. So what I'm gonna do is and here you get rewards every day. You get rewards every day for doing this stuff, these AFK challenges. It's really good, it's really fun. And I'm gonna end this video by just doing a quick 10 pull and seeing what I get. I'm probably gonna get garbage, which is fine. I don't really mind getting garbage to end the pull, to end the video. So let's see what I can get. It's like, but either way, quick 10 pull. Let's see what we get. So part of what makes this game really good is the fact that, like I said, you can pick the characters, the ones that you want from your wish list, and it's not just like an increased chance, but like an actual guaranteed you will get one of these characters. And so like even when you get one of these A rank characters, you still feel like, yeah, I wanted that. This is still a good pull. And there's another dude that I really want. He's another tank. These acorns, you use them to like ultra rank up or something, to like ascend. See, this guy, this is a really good pull, because I need like 20 of this dude to max him out some more. So, and I wanted him. I really did want him. He's just an he's an A rank, but I really want him, and this is the value of this game and its pull system. So there you go. It's a really good game. Definitely give it a shot if you like it. Definitely, if you like the art style, give it a shot. If you're okay with strategy RPGs, give it a shot. It's really good. And yeah, that's it. Wait, it only costs 10. It only costs 2,700. Anyway, that's it. That's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye bye bye. I just need to upload this. Will I even upload this? I'll do it tomorrow.